So do you remember the Swedish television show from the 80s, Pojken med guldbyxorna? Yes? Oh yeah, one of my favorites. So you're saying that we have a couple of them here in the room? Yeah, I can imagine. We actually have, you just met one of them, Jean-Pierre. And for the one of you speaking English, and I think it's difficult to translate Pojken med guldbyxorna, but it's a small kid who one day woke up and understood that he could just pull money out of his pants. And that was the plot. So with those words, I would like to invite our own golden man, Ammar Hamdan, from our Dubai office.
Thank you, Anders. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Ammar, you've worked from the US to Dubai and spent many years not only with Enea but also with OpenWave and Motorola.
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit about your background?
Yeah, so I was very technical, working with Motorola, Qualcomm, between New York, San Diego, California, then got an opportunity and the challenge to go to Dubai. So moved back to the Middle East, managed many large-scale projects in the ICT sector before coming to OpenWave and back to the telco industry. So I've been with the company now 13 years in multiple roles and working with our customers, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doing a great job. So you came into Enea through an acquisition. What was your sort of take on that?
It was scary. We woke up in the morning, you're acquired, Enea, what's going to happen? But I have to say, after these years, Enea does acquisitions in a very different way. Enea acquires a company, this is a successful company. Let it go on and grow and collaborate and integrate with the rest of the business units. Now, why is that important? The key people within the companies that have been acquired, you'll see them still there, growing Enea as a company. So it's been going very well.
Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that, and I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So I'll give you control, but you're not selling Jean-Pierre's product. You're responsible for EMEA and APAC, but not selling Jean-Pierre's product.
That is correct. So just to differentiate, we sell also traffic management we call DPI. We have different markets that we're selling to, that was explained earlier in the day. We're selling over to telecom operators, which are service providers all across the globe, and we're selling full-scale solutions. We're understanding what the problem is, we're understanding what the challenge is, and we're coming back with a solution that it fits into their networks. My friend Jean-Pierre sells the component that is sold into vendors that come up with a solution, the Zscalers and others. So we work in quite different markets, but cooperate a lot. So, what are we focused on? My name is Ammar Hamdan, I'm based in Dubai, and across the world because we're traveling almost every week, and responsible for selling our focus area, networks and security. Now I speak with customers on a weekly basis. What we care about is understanding what challenges they have. What we want to know is how we can help them to give value. That is extremely important, and I keep repeating that. Now, what are the challenges with operators? We talked today about risks, cybersecurity risks, tracing, tracking, messaging. That's huge. Every one of us could be affected with that personally. I'm scared when I think about it for my family. But operators have to think a little bit more. Their risks go to infrastructure risks. How much are they paying on their infrastructure? Their risks go on to revenue loss. We talked about messaging protection. We talked about how John can help us in that. As one operator told me, SMS revenue is top line revenue. with almost zero cost. You would do anything to protect that, and that's what we help with. They also have issues with customer churn and customer acquisition. So our solutions fit in to help service providers across the board. So let's listen to what customers think about us in network security. Let's start off with that.
My name is Abdullah Al-Barwani. I'm the General Manager for the Cybersecurity Division at Omantel, which is the national telecom operator in Oman. The program that I'm responsible for is to manage cybersecurity risks in both IT and telecom environment. And the way we do that is we adopt the best practices, international standards and frameworks, and to implement the right technological controls to minimize the risks. And we also have a 24/7 security operations centers that are responsible to monitor and to respond to security incidents shall they arise. So for a typical telecom operator that has services in mobile, fixed, wholesale, and satellite businesses, we see a very dynamic cybersecurity environment. So one of the things that has increased the threat landscape for us is the adoption of the 5G networks, which means now we have a wider attack surface. We have a wider attack surface from IoT devices as well. That is also linked to those networks. We see now, of course, with the increased dependencies on third parties and cloudification of many services, things like the zero trust architecture becomes super important because it's the only way to gauge devices and users, especially third parties, who are allowed now to access our networks for different reasons, including development and L3 support. So we did appreciate, and we still do appreciate, the work that Enea is doing to contribute to the industry. And what we particularly like about Enea, of course, we've gone through a procurement process where we evaluated Enea against their competitors in the market. So our evaluation includes technical and commercial aspects. So on the technical front, we're very happy that Enea perfectly meets our business requirements. They supersede their competitors in this regard. Commercially, they are also quite reasonable comparing to many of the competitors. So we like their perfect matching of our business requirements. In addition to that, we like the adaptability of Enea's solutions. So we've been with Enea for more than 5 years, and we see new use cases that develop based on new threats in the market. And Enea is always ahead of the game. They're always adapting to these new use cases in an easy way.
Okay, so we heard from one of our customers extremely important messages within this, in my opinion. You heard that we are there to help them solve their issues, their challenges. We are there and we are adaptable, flexible. We're listening to our customers. We're coming back with value. We are there not only for the risks of yesterday, not for the risks of today, but the risks that were coming tomorrow. Extremely important. This is an ever-evolving area. Technology is changing by the day. Risks are changing by the day. Signatures are changing by the day. We are there to always be ahead and be able to help our customers. We talked about Telecom Egypt before, but Telecom Egypt was very important. It was a risk. Customer came to us and they said, our VIPs, high-profile individuals within the country, are being spoofed. You know what that means? Any one of you sitting there, you get a call, I'm the Prime Minister, do this. It's a national security. Now, our team was there working with them, understanding their network, and was able to come up with a solution within weeks to help them prevent, stop that risk. And we are working with them now on the second phase. We're working with them on other security threats. And why are they working with us? They trust us. We help them. In the time of need, our solution was adaptable and we were able to do that. Another customer in the Middle East, for a number of years, we had a crash course on SS7 today. We started with them with SS7. We went on, did GTPC, we did diameter. Over 11 million potential threats are blocked monthly. They are using our threat intelligence unit. That's big. Once voice threats came up, what did they do? They came to Enea. We trust you guys. Give us voice. 150,000 potential threats are blocked daily. We're growing our business with them. We started off, this is a group. We started off with the first operator. We grew what we are doing with them. We're growing the use cases. We're already in the second operator, in the third operator. We're landing and we're expanding. Now let's shift gears a little bit. Talk about the other threats. Talk about the revenue lost, increased spend, customer churn and acquisition. What is happening over there? 5G is coming in? Excellent. Operator has to spend more. Where's the revenue? We have to help them be able to manage their spend, protect their existing revenues, acquire new customers, and prevent churn. Our solutions go in and help operators with that. This is another operator. We announced it in Q3 24. They have a big problem. Their ISP costs are high. We've been talking for years about our solutions in optimization, in RAN, in others. We're doing it here on the ISP side. They have $25 to $35 per mega to transfer data to their customers. It's unsustainable. They came to us. We worked with them. We found a solution. We are saving them over $3 million a year. So there's a direct return of investment on the solution. Not only that, we're helping improve the quality of experience for their customers. We are helping them with the same solution to go into new use cases in fraud detection, zero-rated fraud detection, and reseller detection. This is the first operator within a group. We're already talking to the second and the third. We are growing that business. This one I'm very excited about. It's a little different. We have a customer for a number of years. They want to be the best operator giving quality of experience to their customers in country. For many years, you look at Ookla tests, you look at other tests, they are number one. Is that enough? No. They wanted to ensure that they can get to their customers, give them coverage anywhere in the country. They can't build a network around to do that. So they said, we'll go to space. We'll go with Starlink. And they provided connectivity to their users using Starlink. Now, what is the problem there? It's expensive. How am I going to give connectivity to all my customers with very expensive tariffs? It doesn't work. So they needed a solution to ensure that they can give critical connectivity to their users at affordable prices. Our traffic management solution comes in to help create packages catered for critical communication using Starlink across the country while improving the quality of experience. Again, a solution to a problem that an operator has where we step in to help. Why this is exciting? Where it started with the first operator. If we look in the press, Starlink has already signed up with 6 different operators. And this will continue to grow. So we have agility within our solutions. And we keep growing that. Now, where are we going? Have a lot of opportunities across the region. I'm not going to give any numbers definitely today, but it's exciting. We are sitting with the operators, finding, listening, and coming up with value. And I will continue to do value.
Perfect. Thank you, Omar. So, just to be clear here also, the last two opportunities you talked about were actually traffic management based.
Correct.
So I know that's one of your favorite products that we haven't talked about in the earlier presentations, but that if you read the press release 2 days ago, it was also a traffic management win. Tell us why traffic management is such a great product.
Traffic management, I describe it as a toolbox we give to operators and tell them, you can use this toolbox to solve issues you have. You can improve quality of experience. You can do savings on your infrastructure and sweat out your network. You can understand your customer behavior. We're talking about AI. AI is a very important subject. Everyone is talking about it. Our solution is sitting in a place in the network where we can see and understand the quality of experience, what traffic and where customers are going, the personas, to give the operator the means to better quality of experience, to give the operator the means to operate their network, to give the operator the means to understand their customer's persona, to give differentiated packages to their customers and grow their customer base. So it works.
It works. It's a perfect product for land and expand.
Definitely.
It's actually where the expression comes from. Just stay here for a second. So we've homed in during this afternoon on our security business. So Jean-Pierre and John talked about the security business. But with Enea, you also get traffic management. Think about that. You have this whole security business and you have the traffic management business.
May I add one thing, Anders?
Of course.
I apologize. The spread of our technology differentiates us than others for a specific reason. We've been talking about messaging this morning. We talked about SMS. We talked about how we're helping protect revenue. But it's also moving to WhatsApp business. It's moving to RCS. It's moving. Technology is moving. Our product portfolio spans across and is able to complement each other to always be there and give the solution to our operators. I apologize.
No, don't apologize. But because this is like, buying. So, you know what else you get with Enea? The cybersecurity portfolio, the traffic management, the Wi-Fi opportunities, the OS opportunities that we closed the deal with yesterday. Jean-Pierre closed that deal. We announced it this morning. Amar closed the deal we announced a couple of days ago. But what do we get more than this? We don't have time to talk about it, but we also get our Stratum product, on which we closed in the beginning of the quarter the biggest deal in modern Enea history, a $27 million recurring business for the coming 3 years, of which 22 are committed. So it's in the bank. The 22 million is not in the bank because it's not paid yet, but it's signed. But at the end of this, between 22 and $27 million will be in the bank account of Enea. So Enea is not only cybersecurity. It's not only cybersecurity and traffic management and Wi-Fi and Stratum. It's the whole thing, which I think is so amazing. But it also puts requirement on managing this company, because we can't do everything. Then the result will be, little. We take it step by step, but when we meet again in a few years, don't be surprised if some of these other products have taken the lead. Amor, what do you say about this?
I can say there's a market.
But you're not allowed to sell it.
Soon.
Soon you will. Yeah. Let's hope so. So, the decision here, we had some issues with it a couple of years ago. We focused down the resource. We managed to deliver the product so that the customer were so happy, or, satisfied, they signed this, and gradually we might open this up going forward. But this is not the focus of today. I just felt that we can't have a Capital Markets Day and not talk about the biggest deal in the modern history of Enea. So with that, thank you so much, Amar.
Thank you.